Amen. People want to. Do you all want to look at me? Okay. Can we see my face? Okay. Just following orders. So we were looking yesterday at the word counterpart.
Včera sme sa pozerali na slovo náprotivok.
And perhaps for some of us, when you actually begin to study the word, look at the definition, it's different to what you expect.
Niektorí z nás možno, keď sme to začali študovať, tá definícia toho je iná, ako sme očakávali.
I find this is a good example of how to have a broad understanding of a word.
Toto je dobrý príklad toho, ako môžeme mať také širšie porozumenie slova.
How you can develop your understanding of a word that obviously comes from a different language and how we use that word.
A ako môžeme si vyvinúť iné porozumenie slova, ktoré pochádza z iného jazyka.
So we'll go back to the very beginning.
Pôjdeme na začiatok.
Counterpart, when we looked at it, is an ancient French word. It's made of two parts.
Counterpart je staré francúzske slovo, ktoré sa skladá z dvoch slov.
And it means what?
To je vlastne ten náprotivok. A znamená čo?
What does counterpart mean? It's a proper, original, foundational definition.
V tej svojej pôvodnej základnej definícii.
A little bit more.
Gegenstück.
A duplicate what?
Ein Duplikat, ein legales Dokument.
Good.
Duplikát
So duplicate legal
legálneho dokumentu.
document. That's where we start.
Tam sme začali.
And then we spoke about the necessity of each of us having a common, I used the example of a common Bible.
Potom sme hovorili o potrebe toho, aby sme používali
We
takú
see that
bežnú
we begin to
Bibliu.
have problems
Vidíme, že
when my Bible says something different to yours.
ľudia majú problémy, keď moja Biblia hovorí niečo iné ako tá vaša.
In fact, I know people who struggle with revised versions.
Viem, že ľudia majú zápas s tými novšími verziami.
They say things like there's missing verses
Sú tam rôzne chýbajúce verše,
or the verse numbers don't tie up with, say, the King James.
alebo tie verše nesedia napríklad z King James.
So in order for us to work together, we must have counterpart Bibles.
Na to, aby sme mohli pracovať spolu, musíme mať Biblie, ktoré sú si naprotivkom.
We moved away from objects to people.
Potom od veci sme sa pohli k ľuďom.
When you do that, you cannot have duplicates.
Tu sa nedá mať úplne
So now
duplikáty.
you have to refine or expand your understanding of how to use this word.
A tam musíme tak nejakým spôsobom
So now,
použitie tohto
when we
slova
talk about
trošku
people, we're looking
objasniť alebo
at
vylepšiť.
things that have similar characteristics, similar properties.
Pozerali sme sa na ľudí ako na veci, ktoré majú podobné vlastnosti.
So we can have this idea that they're identical, but we know in real life they're not really identical.
Čiže máme tú myšlienku toho, že sú identickí, ale vieme, že v skutočnosti nie sú identickí.
I gave two examples.
Dal som dva príklady.
The first,
Ten prvý,
identical twins.
identické dvojčky alebo
They're
jednovaječné.
duplicates physically of one another.
Fyzicky sú
And the
ako
second example I gave,
kopiou jedna
I didn't
druhého.
use this word,
A
just gave examples.
dal som príklad.
But we'll use the word protege.
Protíže, teraz neviem, čo myslí.
So it's a new word, we haven't spoken about it. How do we understand the word protege?
Protagonista asi, neviem. Ako rozumieme tomu slovu?
What's protege? Do you have it? Someone who's under the care of someone?
Je to niekto, o koho... Je to niekto, kto je v starostlivosti.
Oh, okay. So we'll leave that
Niekoho.
word if we haven't heard of it.
Necháme to slovo, ak ho nepoznáme.
So we'll stick to what we had yesterday,
Zostaneme s tým, čo sme robili včera.
which was examples of people who had very similar characteristics as people in the past.
Boli to príklady ľudí, ktorí mali podobné vlastnosti,
Like
ako napríklad
a
niekto
modern
v
day
minulosti.
sportsman, they say that
Napríklad
he's
športovci.
the modern day version of an older person.
Napríklad nejaký bežec je moderná verzia takého a takého v minulosti.
Must be spelling it out. Yeah. Oh. So protege is someone who receives support or protection from normally their boss or someone above them.
Neviem teraz to slovo, čo používa to protíže, neviem, čo to je. Je niekto, kto vlastne príjma nejaké rady alebo ochranu od niekoho vyššieho, napríklad od svojho šéfa.
At school we would say you're the teacher's pet.
V škole by sme povedali, že učiteľov miláčik.
It's someone who receives special status or special favor.
Niekto, kto dostáva určité zvláštne pocty alebo uprednostnenia.
Often the word is used for someone who has a special talent that makes them stand out above everyone else.
Častokrát sa to slovo používa pre niekoho, kto má nejaký špeciálny talent, vlastne, ktoré iní ľudia nemajú.
And it's used to identify someone who is an upcoming star. They're not really, really famous, but they see this potential in them.
A taká napríklad začínajúca hviezda, ešte nie sú známi, ale majú tento potenciál.
And so when they use this word protege,
Používame toto slovo protíže,
it
neviem.
means they're going to rise up to be a star, often like someone in the past.
To znamená, že povstanú ako hviezda, podobná niekomu v minulosti.
So that's how it's used most of the time now, although its original definition was slightly different.
Takto je to používané, aj keď tá pôvodná definícia bola trošku iná.
We also looked at the word or the phrase, the French word, vis-a-vis, or people say vis-a-vis.
Pozerali sme sa aj na to francúzske slovo vis-a-vis.
And what does that mean? It means face to face.
Tvárou v tvár.
Like a mirror.
Ako zrkadlo.
Is that what you saw yesterday for counterpart? You had a definition for mirror. Yeah.
To je podobné ako definícia náprotivku zrkadlo.
So we saw that it has this idea of a copy
Videli
or
sme, že
something
to má
that's the same.
myšlienku kópie. Niečoho, čo je rovnaké.
Okay, so then we moved to Webster's dictionary.
Potom sme sa išli pozrieť do Websterovho slovníka
And he begins his definition
a on začína tú definíciu
with the idea or the phrase that says the correspondent part.
s tou myšlienkou, že to znamená korešpondujúca časť.
So do we have a good idea of when we say correspondent, what that would mean?
Vieme, čo to znamená, taká korešpondujúca časť?
So it's not the same, but it fits together. I think that's a quite
Nie
nice
je to to
definition.
isté, ale pasuje to spolu.
So often the correspondent is a reporter, a journalist. That's how it's normally used.
Častokrát ten korešpondent je nejaký žurnalista, alebo...
But when it's used as an adjective,
Ale keď sa to používa ako prídavné meno,
correspondent means matching or agreeing.
znamená to súhlasiaci a pasujúci.
We've gone from counterpart
Od naprotivku
to correspondent,
sme prišli ku korešpondujúcej časti.
and correspondent means matching or agreeing.
A to znamená, že spolu pasujú a súhlasia.
The word comes from Latin,
To slovo pochádza z latinčiny
and it means to answer together.
a znamená to zodpovedať si navzájom.
So you can see that the word correspondent,
To slovo korešpondovať,
counterpart,
náprotivok,
is not just two identical pens.
nie sú dve identické pera,
That stand separate to one another.
ktoré stoja oddelenie jedno od druhého.
Inbuilt into this idea of duplication
V tejto myšlienke duplikátu
is what?
je čo?
Connection.
Spojenie.
So these things are connected together.
Tieto dve veci sú prepojené spolu.
So if we look at as I said, the word correspondent means matching or agreeing.
To je to, čo spolu pasuje a súhlasí.
So you see that there are two identical copies,
Sú to dve identické kópie,
but it also means to answer together.
ale tiež to znamená odpovedať alebo zodpovedať si.
So the word correspondent or to correspond
To slovo korešpondovať
means similar or equivalent in some respects, but otherwise they're different.
Znamená, že v určitom aspekte sú podobné alebo identické, ale v druhom aspekte sú rozdielni.
So there's similarities, but there can be differences.
Sú tu podobnosti a sú tu rozdielnosti.
So the point that we want to see,
To, čo my chceme
when you talk
vidieť,
about the corresponding part, it's the part that connects to the object or the person that you have in front of you. Sorry.
takže
So,
to, na čo my sa chceme pozerať,
so the word correspondent, we've seen that,
to slovo korešpondovať,
just go back to that dictionary definition. It means something that matches or agrees.
to je niečo, čo súhlasí a čo pasuje spolu.
It means to answer together.
Zodpovedať si navzájom.
It doesn't make sense in English either. So I'll just read it means to answer together. That's what a direct English from Latin to English definition would be.
Je to ako keby si odpovedajú navzájom. To je akože priamo z latinčiny preklad.
If I wanted to talk about this pen,
Ak by som chcel hovoriť o tomto pere
and I wanted to talk about the lid,
a vrchnáku,
the way to understand them,
aby sme ich pochopili,
they're different.
sú rozdielni,
But I'll just say it this way: the answer
a tá odpoveď
becomes complete
je úplná,
when you put them together.
keď ich spojíme.
So this idea of correspondent
Čiže táto myšlienka korešpondnosti alebo
means matching
znamená, že pasujú
or
spolu,
agreeing together.
proste sú v súhlase
So the pen and the lid,
a
these
pero a
match,
vrchnák
these agree.
pasujú.
You could say the red and the blue answer together or match together.
Mohli by sme povedať, že červená a modrá pasujú spolu,
Because you're going to base that connection with the color.
dáme to na základe farby,
But as soon as I did that,
a keď toto
you
spravíme,
can see that doesn't correspond.
vidíme, že oni si
We can
nezodpovedajú.
see that it's the same thing, but there's no correspondence.
Nie je medzi nimi nejaký...
They have to answer, or
nejaká
they become
korešpondencia.
complete when they're together.
Stanú sa úplným, keď sú spolu.
So maybe we don't translate it this way. The English says to answer together, but that means they become complete. To answer means to become complete when they're together.
Oni sú úplní, keď sú spolu.
The pen
To
is
pero
not complete by itself.
nie je úplné samé o sebe.
Yes, it will die. It needs a lid,
Potrebuje
but it has to have the proper
vrchnák, inak by
color.
to vyschlo.
So that's what the word correspondent means, and that's what the word counterpart means, because they're synonyms.
To znamená aj slovo korešpondovať a náprotivok.
So the corresponding
synonymom.
part
Korešpondujúca
bolt.
časť,
So here's the bolt.
tu je...
Remember we say counterpart
Povedali sme náprotivok,
means identical copy,
teda identická kópia.
but this pen is not the corresponding part to this one.
Toto pero nie je korešpondujúcou časťou tohto tu.
This is not the counterpart of this.
Toto nie je náprotivkom tohto.
Counterpart has this other fuller, deeper meaning.
Náprotivok má ten taký plnší, hlbší význam.
It means to make complete.
Znamená to urobiť úplným.
It means to fulfill its role,
Naplniť určitú svoju rolu.
to make perfect.
Urobiť dokonalým.
So this,
Toto,
its counterpart would be the lid, not the green pen.
jeho náprotivok je vrchnák, nie druhá fixka.
Hopefully we can see that.
Dúfam, že to chápeme.
They don't have to be identical. In fact, they're normally not identical.
Nemusia byť identické a vlastne väčšinou ani nie sú.
In our class yesterday,
Včera na hodine
the example that we looked at was a bolt.
sme sa pozerali na tú maticu a
The
ten
counterpart of a
skrutku.
bolt is not another bolt.
Naprotivok skrutky nie je skrutka.
The counterpart of a bolt is a nut.
Jeho naprotivkom je
I think people struggled with that
matica.
slightly.
Alebo naprotivkom skrutky je matica. Ľudia s tým majú
When we
problém.
looked at that dictionary definition, it said to answer together.
Keď sme sa pozerali na tú definíciu v slovníku, tam sa píše, že odpovedajú spolu.
That's a literal translation of the Latin.
To je doslovný preklad latinčiny.
That means they're complete only when they're together.
Sú úplní len keď sú spolu.
sind, aber nur, wenn sie zusammen sind. Vielleicht a better word, vielleicht ist ein besseres Wort nicht zusammen antworten, sondern zusammen entscheiden.
Zodpovedajú spolu.
It means to come to perfection.
Znamená to dojsť do dokonalosti.
Vollkommenheit gelangt.
Do you want to? Esther's struggling with that. Are you okay with that German definition or not?
It's still literal, but
In the English, the literal doesn't make much sense either. It's not any easier in the English.
V angličtine ten doslovný preklad tiež nedáva veľký zmysel.
When it says to answer together, it means the purpose only is understood or seen when they're together. You can't see the purpose on its own.
Ten
It has no
zámer,
purpose.
to, že odpovedajú spolu alebo si zodpovedajú, znamená, že ich zámer môžeme vidieť len keď sú spolu.
A nut has no purpose without a bolt,
Matica bez skrutky nemá
and vice
význam.
versa.
A naopak.
They only work when you bring them together,
Oni fungujú len keď ich spojíme.
when they match or when they agree.
Keď sú v súhlase a spolu pasujú.
That's what this concept of counterpart is trying to portray.
To sa snaží ukázať tento koncept naprotivku.
Between the nut and the bolt, there's always lifetime a force between those both parts, yeah?
dass zwischen der Schraube und der Mutter eine lebenslange Verbindungskraft besteht.
Can we spiritualize that as well? This force, let's say between a spouse,
Explain.
couple.
What are you thinking?
I don't know.
So we know
Vieme,
that this concept
že tento koncept
is going to be introduced into the realms of human beings or of living beings.
je vlastne v rámci živých bytostí. Alebo privedieme ho do konceptu živých bytostí.
And we can see that counterpart can be used at different levels.
Naprotivok sa môže používať na viacerých úrovniach.
So we'll just go a little bit more through the literal.
Pozrieme sa ešte na to doslovné.
So we've got the correspondent part, the
To je
part
tak-
that matches.
Korešpondujúca časť, to je to, čo spolu pasuje.
Übereinstimmenden Teil betrachtet, dieser Teil, der miteinander übereinstimmt.
The part that answers to another part.
Časť, ktorá zodpoveda druhej časti.
Oder einem anderen Teil entspricht.
When you were children, I'm sure you played these card games
Som si istý, že hrávate tieto hry, a keď ste
where
boli
you would
deti,
have to match the pictures.
kedy musíte pospájať obrázky.
Bilder zusammenfügen muss.
No, not just memory cards, where you'd get an adult whale and a baby whale, and you'd have to match them.
Napríklad máte veľkú veľrybu a potom babatkovskú veľrybu a musíte ich pospájať. Akože dospelé jedince s
Or
tými
you could have-
mláďatami.
4 objects.
Alebo máme 4
You'd have an animal, a tree, a
4
flower,
obrázky,
and a house.
zviera, strom, dom.
Ein Haus.
A ešte čo to bolo? 4 veci.
And then you'd have another card,
A potom máme nejakú inú kartu.
which would perhaps be a puppy.
Nejakého psika.
And you'd say, what of those 4 pictures does the puppy answer to, connected to?
Na ktoré z tých, ktorý zo 4 obrázkov zodpovedá tomu psíkovi?
And sometimes we actually do that when we do logic exams, even for a job interview.
Toto sa robí napríklad aj na interviu v práci, na také logické myslenie. Na skúšky logického myslenia.
So that's what it means when it says the part that answers to another part.
To je to, čo znamená, že časť, ktorá zodpoveda tej druhej časti.
That's what Adam was faced with.
Tomu čelil aj Adam.
He was on his own,
Bol sám.
and God is asking him the question.
A Boh sa ho pýtal otázku.
What question is he asking him?
Akú otázku?
There's no verse that says this.
To nenájdete vo
What
verši.
question is God asking him?
Čo sa ho pýta?
Not do you want a counterpart?
Chceš náprotivok? Nie. Nie toto.
He introduces him to a tree
Ukáže mu strom
and he asks,
a pýta sa,
is that, no, not what you want to name it, is that,
je to?
yes, is that your counterpart?
Je to tvoj náprotivok?
He looks at the tree, he looks at himself.
Pozrie sa na strom, na seba.
And there's something about the tree that doesn't answer to him.
Ale niečo na tom strome nezodpoveda jemu.
The naming is incidental.
Das Benennen des Baumes ist absichtlich.
The object of that exercise wasn't to name things.
To, prečo mal pomenovať tie veci, to nebolo, aby ich pomenoval.
It was a parable
Malo to byť pre neho
so that
podobenstvo,
Adam could understand what his counterpart was.
aby mohol porozumieť tomu, čo je jeho náprotivkom.
Then you go through all the animals,
Prejdeme cez tie zvieratá
and he realizes that none of them answers to himself.
a on si uvedomí, že nič nezodpovedá jemu.
None of them are his counterpart.
Nič nie je jeho náprotivkom.
So how would you feel
Ako by ste sa cítili,
that everything's there and you can't find the part that makes you complete?
že všetko tu je už stvorené a vy nemáte časť, ktorá vás robí úplným.
So that'd be pretty depressing if you think
To je
about
také
it.
depresívne.
God doesn't have any conversations with him as far as we know.
Boh s ním teraz nehovorí,
It
aspoň
was
o tom
all a
nevieme.
living parable.
Je to všetko živé podobenstvo.
And I'm suggesting this idea about naming the animals is a children's version of that story.
Táto myšlienka toho pomenovávania tých zvierat, to je z môjho pohľadu taká detská verzia
This was not-
príbehu.
He was not creating an encyclopedia of nature.
On nevytváral encyklopédiu prírody.
Of nature. Like you go to the letter D and you see all the animals that begin with D. That wasn't what he was doing.
Že prídeme na písmeno D a uvidíme všetky zvieratá, čo začínajú s písmenom D. To nebolo to, o čo išlo a čo mal urobiť.
God was showing him through this experience what a counterpart was.
Boh mu ukazoval v tejto skúsenosti, čo náprotivok je.
God was trying to teach Adam.
Boh chcel naučiť Adama,
I'll express it this way.
poviem to takto.
The pain or the heartache that God himself had gone through, was going through. No, God. God was trying to show Adam
Boh chcel ukázať Adamovi,
the pain, the heartache
cez akú bolesť srdca
that God had gone through and was going through.
Boh prešiel aj prechádzal.
And instead of talking about it, he wanted to show him this.
Miesto, aby o tom rozprával, chcel mu to ukázať.
Living practical examples
Žijúce praktické príklady
are much more effective than just words.
sú oveľa efektívnejšie ako slova.
So after showing Adam all of this,
Potom ako Adamovi toto všetko ukázal,
God does something for Adam
Boh niečo urobil pre Adama,
that God didn't do for himself.
čo Boh neurobil sám pre seba.
What did he do for Adam?
Čo pre ňo urobil?
Okay, so he created the counterpart. What is the counterpart?
Vytvoril náprotivok. Čo je náprotivok?
No, what is a counterpart? Not
Čo je
who.
náprotivok?
We know it's Eve.
sondern was ist ein
Not a being?
Okay, so it's the corresponding part,
Je to zodpovedajúca časť,
the part that answers to.
časť, ktorá odpovedá alebo zodpovedá.
Okay, so we're in Europe,
Sme v Európe,
so we use the metric system. This bolt is an
Táto skrutka,
M5 bolt.
to je M5,
Metric 5 means 5 millimeter diameter.
že má 5 mm priemer.
We're okay with that? What is the
Polomerne.
corresponding part or the part that answers to a bolt?
Aká je korešpondujúca časť, ktorá zodpoveda tejto skrutke?
No, it's a nut.
Je to matica.
That's what we did. Now, a nut is not enough
Ale to nie je dosť,
because if it truly answers to the part,
lebo ak naozaj má tomu zodpovedať,
it has to be of a specific size.
musí mať určitú veľkosť.
We're okay with that? So, what did God give to Adam?
Čo dal Boh Adamovi,
When he gave Eve to her?
keď mu dal
Him.
Evu?
What did he give to Adam?
Čo dal Adamovi?
No, I just made a mistake. I said, why, when he gave Eve to him,
Keď mu dal Evu,
which is his counterpart,
čo je jeho náprotivok,
what did he give to him?
čo mu vlastne dal?
When he gave the counterpart, the part that answers.
Keď mu dal tú časť, ktorá mu zodpoveda.
Original? The right size, we'll go with that.
Dobre, dal mu tú správnu veľkosť,
We had a
povieme to
picture here
tak.
of two jigsaw puzzle pieces.
Ako keď máme pucle,
Pattern is not enough. Shape
ten tvar to
has to
nestačí,
be the right size.
musí mať správnu veľkosť.
So the corresponding part to this bolt,
Čiže tá
when we did
korešpondujúca
it yesterday,
časť
it was just a
tejto
nut.
skrutke, včera sme iba hovorili, že je to
Now we're
matica,
saying
ale teraz hovoríme,
it has to be an M5 nut.
že to musí byť matica M5.
That would make it the corresponding part.
A to bude tá korešpondujúca časť.
So when he made Eve,
Keď stvoril Evu,
what was Eve to Adam?
čím ona bola pre Adama?
I wanted us to see the word perfect.
Chcel som, aby sme videli to slovo
He was the
dokonalý.
she was the perfect match for Adam.
Ona bola dokonalým,
The corresponding part.
proste to, čo k nemu pasovalo, korešpondujúca
Are we okay with
časť.
that? When did she become the corresponding part?
Kedy sa tým stala tou zodpovedajúcou časťou? Korešpondujúcou.
Good. Straight away.
Hneď.
There was no growth, no development, nothing.
Tu nebol nejaký rast, nejaký vývoj, nič také.
She was his counterpart from day one.
Ona od prvého dňa bola jeho náprotivkom.
We're okay with that?
Áno?
She was his perfect match.
Ona bola jeho dokonalým, to, čo k nemu pasovalo.
It didn't work this way.
Nefungovalo to takto.
He didn't make Eve an adult
Neurobil z Evy dospelú
and Adam a
a z Adama
child, a
dieťa.
boy. Would he have been Eve's counterpart?
Bol by on Eviným náprotivkom, keby to tak bolo?
No.
Nie.
He didn't say, don't worry, Eve.
Nepovedal, neboj sa, Eva,
Wait, how long?
vyčkaj.
Not 20, we just learned today it's 30.
Vyčkaj 30 rokov.
He didn't say to Eve, wait 30 years and then you can have your counterpart.
Nepovedali jej, vyčkaj 30 rokov a potom budeš mať náprotivok.
He was the counterpart from day one.
On od prvého dňa bol náprotivkom.
We okay with that?
Súhlasíme?
Sagen oder Fragen. Das in dem Beispiel von dem Altersunterschied.
In connection with the age difference of age.
Dass man in Adam, da er der jüngere Teil war, aber schon das Potenzial sah.
Although Adam was the younger part, you already saw the potential in him.
So wie wir vorhin das auch in dem Beispiel gebracht haben mit den Athleten.
Like the example which we talked about the sportsman.
Oder mit den Musikstars oder Moviestars. Man sieht das Potenzial, es wird dahin wachsen.
Or the movie stars and the music singer stars, that there is a potential, you see that they could
Match it.
reach. And
Aj keď by bol,
You don't see a 5-year-old child
aj keď by bol Adam mladší, mal by potenciál.
who hasn't proven or tested themselves
Nemáte 5-ročné
and
dieťa,
say
ktoré...
that could be the counterpart of Leonardo da Vinci.
ktoré ešte sa nepreukázalo, že by to bol naprotivok Leonarda da
In that
Vinci.
example, they have to show evidence.
Na toto musí sa ukázať niečo, nejaký dôkaz.
You have to be an exceptional singer
Musíš byť výnimočný spevák
at 18,
v 18,
and then they say, this person sounds like this other famous singer from the past.
a aby povedali, že tento znie ako tento druhý slávny spevák z minulosti.
But if they wouldn't say that about me because I don't sing.
To by o mne nepovedali, ja spievať neviem.
So just seeing the potential,
Len vidiac ten potenciál,
to see that there has to be evidence.
na to musí byť nejaký dôkaz.
But what I want us to see
Ale čo ja chcem, aby my sme videli,
is that when God created them,
je, že keď ich Boh stvoril,
there wasn't any idea or any thought of potentiality.
tu nebola žiadna myšlienka nejakého budúceho potenciálu, alebo teda potenciálu.
They were perfectly matched from the beginning.
Oni dokonale pasovali od začiatku.
But I want to take your thought now.
Chcem priniesť myšlienku.
So, if you have a dog,
Takže keď máme psa,
can you train the dog
môžeme ho vycvičiť,
to do many things?
aby robil mnohé veci.
Dogs are one of the most trainable creatures that there are on this planet.
Psi sú jedni z najlepšie vycvičiteľných tvorov na tejto zemi.
And I don't know if they say this in German, but what do they say about dogs with relation to men?
Čo hovoria o
Humans.
psoch? Aký majú vzťah k človeku?
A dog is a man's best friend.
Najlepší priateľ človeka.
Why do they say that?
Prečo to hovoria?
Because you can train a dog.
Pretože môžete vycvičiť psa,
It's got inbuilt potentiality anyway,
ktorý má vbudovaný potenciál, tak
but
či
you can
tak,
train it
a môžete ho vycvičiť,
to be such a good companion
aby bol takým dobrým spoločníkom,
that some people say, I don't need anything else on this planet.
že niektorí ľudia hovoria, že mne nič iné netreba.
So for many people,
Pre mnohých ľudí
their counterpart
ich náprotivok
would be a dog.
je pes.
but not any kind of a dog.
Nie hociaký pes,
A trained dog,
vycvičený pes.
because even untrained
Ale aj
shepherds
nevycvičený.
are problematic.
Sú problematickí.
Let's step back in our story.
Poďme v našom
Adam
príbehu, poďme späť k príbehu.
is created, and God starts taking him to all these created things.
Boh, tá Adam je
what
stvorený
does
a
he
Boh ho
begin to
prevádza cez
realise?
tieto stvorené veci.
That he does not have a counterpart.
A on si uvedomí, že nemá spoločníka, nemá naprotivok.
They're good.
Sú to
You
všetko
can find
dobré veci,
pleasure,
pekné, má z nich radosť,
but they are not his
ale
counterpart.
nie sú jeho náprotivkom.
Why did God do that to Adam?
Prečo to Boh spravil Adamovi?
Tease him,
Prečo ho ako keby takto naťahoval,
stress him,
vystresoval,
test him.
skúšal?
What point was God trying to make?
Čo sa Boh snažil urobiť, akú pointu?
In English, you say you're trying to rub it in, rub this pain into you. Not pain into you.
Čiže povieme, že sa ako
Robin,
keby
you're
snažíme
trying to-
tú bolesť dať,
You're deliberately trying to hurt
Just-
someone.
keď ako keby chceme niekomu ublížiť úmyselne.
If you make a mistake,
Ak urobíme
I could
chybu,
just ignore it and not point it out.
mohol by som to ignorovať, nič o tom nehovoriť.
But I could keep on bringing it up in a conversation.
Ale ja stále o tom hovorím v tej konverzácii.
In English, we say we rub it in. We keep on bringing this point back.
V angličtine hovoríme, že to ako keby
And
tak
I'm saying that's what God did.
masírujeme donútra.
Took
A
him
to je
to
to,
a
čo spravil
flower,
Boh.
then a tree,
Je
then
tam,
the sea, then the animals, and he kept on rubbing it in.
je tam strom, je tam rastlinka, je tam more a Boh to ako keby doňho tak vsúva, vtlača.
Sister Esther, what was he rubbing in to Adam?
A čo doňho tak vtláčal alebo vmasírovával?
He said, you don't have a counterpart.
Aby pochopil, že nemá náprotivok.
And then without any warning,
A potom bez
I
varovania,
presume, there's no evidence,
myslím si,
he gives him one,
mu dá náprotivok.
free of charge.
Zadarmo.
No effort, no work,
Bez úsilia jeho,
no development.
bez vývoju.
He gets his counterpart, the true counterpart, straight away.
On ten skutočný náprotivok dostane hneď.
So my question is,
Moja otázka je,
why go through all of that exercise before?
prečo cez toto všetko musel predtým prejsť?
I'll say it in English, I don't know how you can translate it. Why rub it into Adam?
Prečo to sugerovať do Adama?
Does that work?
Eve from the beginning,
Keby mal
and
Evo
then
od
they would have
začiatku,
fight.
Fight?
Yeah. Like, they had a fight. Then one of them could have just said, okay, I'll go over there and I'll just join with the animals.
keby sa potom pohádali, tak jeden by povedal, dobre, však ja budem bývať so
that's not the
zvieratami.
reason.
Nie,
They're
to
gonna
nie.
fight. They're nice people.
Prečo by sa
But that
hádali?
way he knew he didn't have another option.
Since
It's not perfect.
On vedel, že nemá
not the same.
na výber nič iné. Žiadnu inú možnosť.
sinless beings don't fight.
Sündlose Wesen kämpfen und streiten nicht.
The value was
Ľudia bez hriechu sa nehádajú.
Der Wert ist gestiegen.
Okay, so we're getting closer.
Wir werden immer, ne?
The
That it was a parable for him how God feels.
Did I already say that? They forgot.
A veď ty si to už hovoril, že to bolo pre neho podobenstvo.
Too.
No, I hadn't. I forgot I said that, yeah.
Und zwar, dass es ein
Bolo to pre neho podobenstvo.
Gott hat ihm aufgezeigt, wie es ihm selber geht.
This is all a parable
Je to podobenstvo,
to show Adam
aby Adam videl,
how God feels.
ako sa cíti Boh.
Because what did God not have?
Čo Boh nemal?
Counterpart.
Didn't have a counterpart.
Nemal náprotivo.
Did not. At that moment, he does not.
V tejto chvíli nemá.
He creates Adam.
Utvoril Adama.
Is Adam his counterpart?
Je Adam jeho náprotivkom?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can say yes or no, but the answer is
Môžeme povedať áno alebo nie, ale tá
No.
odpoveď je nie.
not like Eve.
Nie ako Eva pre
What
Adama.
does Adam need to do
Čo musí Adam robiť,
to become the counterpart
aby sa stal náprotivkom
Of God?
of God?
Boha?
He's already the counterpart of Eve.
On je náprotivkom Evy, ale čo musí sa
What does he
tým
need to
stať?
do to become the counterpart of God?
Aby bol náprotivkom Boha.
I'm assuming that he will become the counterpart of God.
Ja myslím, že on sa stane náprotivkom Boha.
So let's make that assumption. What does he need to do?
A čo musí urobiť?
God.
Adam is
He needs to grow.
this big.
Adam je takto
He
veľký.
needs to do what?
Musí čo?
Grow.
He needs to grow up.
Musí vyrásť.
You want to say something? Oh. He needed to grow up.
Musel vyrásť.
Let's go back to our story.
Vráťme sa k nášmu príbehu.
Is Lucifer an angel?
Je Lucifer anielom?
Yes. Is Lucifer the counterpart of God?
Je Lucifer náprotivkom Boha?
I'm going to say no.
Ja poviem nie.
When Adam was created,
Keď bol Adam stvorený,
God is here,
Boh je tu,
Lucifer is here.
Lucifer je tu.
Where's Adam?
Kde bude Adam?
Down here.
Tu.
He was made a little lower than the angels.
Trošku menej ako anjeli.
So what does Adam need to do?
Čo musí Adam robiť?
He needs to grow
Musí vyrásť
in order
na to,
to become the counterpart
aby sa stal náprotivkom.
of an angel?
Aniela?
No.
Nie.
Adam
Adam
is going to grow up
vyrastie
and he's going to stand on whose shoulders?
a na koho ramenách bude stáť?
He's going to stand on Lucifer's shoulders
Na ramenách Lucifera,
so he can get up to the level of God.
aby mohol prísť na úroveň Božiu.
So Adam ends up becoming the counterpart of God.
A Adam bude náprotivkom Božím.
But when we say Adam,
Keď povieme
we
Adam,
mean
myslíme
humanity.
tým ľudstvo.
Adam and Eve.
Adam a Eva.
How did they get from here
A ako prišli odtiaľto?
to here?
Sem. Alebo ako prídu?
So the mechanism that we've spoken about
Ten mechanizmus, o ktorom my hovoríme,
is this person,
je tento človek.
the schoolmaster,
Ten riaditeľ školy,
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
He's the one that's going to drag them up,
On je ten, ktorý ich mal potiahnuť
say, climb on my shoulders to get higher.
a povedať, poďte ešte na moje ramena, aby ste boli vyššie.
But there's another mechanism.
Ale je tu ďalší mechanizmus.
And what's that?
A to je čo?
Adam and Eve
Adam a Eva
are one another's, they're
So-
already one another's counterpart.
sú si jeden druhému náprotivkom.
So their own lives together
Ich vlastné životy spolu
teach them
ich učia
about the potentiality of their lives with God.
o potenciále ich života s Bohom.
Eve with God, Adam with God.
Eva s Bohom, Adam s
For
Bohom.
them to understand how to be God's counterpart,
Na to, aby rozumeli, ako byť Božím náprotivkom,
not only did they need to grow up
nielen museli vyrásť
with the help of Lucifer,
za pomocou Lucifera,
they're also going to learn from one another.
ale budú sa učiť aj jeden od druhého.
Can you teach someone something that you don't know?
Môžete niekoho naučiť niečo, čo neviete?
No.
Nie.
If someone wants to learn something from me, I have to know it first in order for me to teach them that.
Ak sa niekto chce odo mňa niečo naučiť, ja to sám najprv musím vedieť, aby som ich to mohol naučiť.
No. Nice. Okay. In order for me to teach you something,
Na to, aby ja som ťa mohol niečo
I have to
naučiť,
know the thing myself.
musím tú vec vedieť sám.
You don't do a course in mathematics and be taught by a historian or history teacher.
Neberieme nejaký predmet z matematiky a neučí nás to dejepisec.
What is Lucifer's job?
Čo je úloha Lucifera?
The music.
No, not music. In our story, what's his job?
Čo je jeho úloha v tom našom príbehu?
Teaching Adam and Eve.
To teach Adam and Eve about
Vyučiť Adama a Evu.
and bring them up
A
higher.
vychovať ich, aby
What
prišli
can he
vyššie.
not do?
Čo nemôže urobiť?
He cannot teach them something he doesn't know.
Nemôže ich naučiť niečo, čo nevie.
What is Lucifer not?
Čo
He's not
Lucifer
what?
nie je?
He's not God's counterpart.
He's not a counterpart of God.
Nie je naprotivkom Boha.
Therefore, he cannot properly teach Adam and Eve what it means to be a counterpart.
Takže nemôže poriadne naučiť Adama a Evu, čo to znamená byť náprotivkom.
So God has to do that.
To musí spraviť Boh.
And what does God do when he creates Adam and Eve every
Just-
evening?
Čo spraví Boh, keď utvorí Adama a Evu každý večer?
Jeden Abend, als Adam und Eva
In the cool of the day. It says I think that's how it says it in the English. He walks through the garden and
Prechádza sa cez záhradu a
so he walks and talks with them every day,
každý deň s nimi hovorí
teaching them how to be his counterpart.
a učí ich, ako byť jeho náprotivkom.
Now, intellectual information is good,
To je dobrá taká informácia intelektuálna,
but apprenticeship is better.
ale partnerstvo je lepšie.
So these two people
Títo dvaja ľudia
were created
boli stvorení,
to be a living example of what counterpart actually looks like at its end, not at its beginning.
aby boli žijúcim príkladom toho, ako ten náprotivok vyzerá, keď dojde k svojmu koncu, nie keď je
So
to
like
ešte na
you said,
začiatku. Ako ty si povedal
About the potentiality.
o tom potenciále,
Eve is a woman,
Eva je žena,
Adam is a boy.
Adam je chlapec.
You can already see where this is going to go,
To už vidíme, ako by to šlo,
but it's not there yet.
ale tam to ešte nie je.
So in that sense, Adam, the boy, would be her counterpart.
V tomto zmysle Adam by bol jej náprotivok ako chlapec.
When they were created,
Keď boli stvorení,
Adam and Eve,
Adam a Eva,
they were the counterpart of God,
oni boli náprotivkom Boha,
but not properly,
ale nie úplne,
because they were made a little lower than angels,
lebo boli učinení trochu nižšie ako sú anjeli.
and angels are lower than God.
Anjeli sú nižšie ako Boh.
So they have to get from here to here.
Musia prísť odtiaľto sem.
One of them is through the instruction or help of Lucifer,
Jedno z nich je skrze pomoc Lucifera
but the other one is what?
a ten druhý je čo?
Not that bit. Not from God. From each other.
Jeden druhému.
The relationship that they have with each other
Vzťah, ktorý majú jeden s druhým,
was perfect from when?
bol dokonalý odkedy?
From the very beginning.
Od začiatku.
And that perfection,
A táto dokonalosť,
the perfect counterpart,
dokonalý náprotivok,
as they grew,
ako rastú,
would teach them
by ich
what it means to
naučil,
be the counterpart of God.
Čo to znamená byť náprotivkom Boha?
When God said to Adam,
Keď Boh povedal
find
Adamovi,
your counterpart,
nájdi si naprotivok,
he says, there's no one here.
on povedal, nie je tu žiaden.
And God was saying to Adam, what?
A Boh čo povedal Adamovi?
No, not, I make you one.
Nie, urobím ti naprotivok.
Now you know what I feel like.
Teraz vieš, ako sa ja cítim.
Now you know how I feel.
Vieš, ako sa cítim.
That's what he wanted to do for Adam.
To chcel spraviť pre Adama.
Instead of making Adam wait,
Miesto toho, aby nechal
God
Adama
said,
čakať,
I will make you one now.
povedal mu, spravím ti naprotivok teraz.
So you don't have to experience the pain,
Aby si nemusel prežívať tú bolesť
the incompleteness that I experience.
a tú neúplnosť, ktorú ja prežívam.
When God created Adam,
Keď Boh stvoril Adama,
Sister Sarah, why did he make him that way?
prečo ho tak utvoril?
In pain.
Bolesti.
Like half a person, half a
Ako
thing.
keby bol polovičný iba.
Why did he make him that way?
Prečo ho tak utvoril?
Sorry? I don't know, you tell me. No, not that answer. Why did God do it that way?
Prečo to Boh urobil takto?
Hinterher den Wert besser schätzt.
So that afterwards he sees the value.
Aby potom videl tú
I'm
hodnotu.
going to suggest
Ja poviem,
God doesn't have a choice.
že Boh nemá na výber.
This is not some experiment that he's going to do,
Toto nie je nejaký experiment, čo tu robí.
like playing around with our emotions.
Že by sa zahrával s našimi citmi.
When God creates,
Keď Boh tvorí,
there's one rule that he has to follow.
jedno pravidlo musí nasledovať
What's
alebo
that rule?
poslúchať.
When he creates anything,
Čokoľvek, keď tvorí.
yes, a parable, but that's not good. If you followed through with it, you'd get the right answer.
Dass es ein Gleichnis sein soll. Ja, wenn du dem Ganzen folgst, dann kommst du zu der Antwort.
Adam was made like what? Or
Adam
in
bol
what?
urobený ako kto alebo čo?
So now answer my question.
Ako Boh?
When God creates anything,
Keď Boh niečo tvorí, čokoľvek,
it's always
vždy je to
always in his own image.
Vždy je to na jeho obraz. Je to na obraz Boží.
And what's God's problem?
Aký má Boh problém?
What does he not have?
Čo nemá?
He doesn't have a counterpart.
On nemá náprotivok.
He doesn't have a counterpart. So he has to create Adam
Čiže
with
musel-
no counterpart.
Musí utvoriť Adama, aby mal náprotivok?
Why did he create
Nie.
human
Musí
beings in the
utvoriť,
first place?
musí utvoriť Adama bez náprotivku. Prečo najprv stvoril ľudí?
Because he wants a counterpart. That's why he creates human beings in the first place.
Chce náprotivok. Preto ľudí utvoril.
No.
Ein erster Grund,
His
wie sich
original
das
purpose.
Jeho
The
pôvodný
first place.
zámer
The original
pre
purpose
stvorenie
of him creating
človeka
human beings is what?
bol aký?
It's not some experiment.
To nie je nejaký experiment,
It's to fulfill his own need.
ale je to, aby naplnil svoju potrebu vlastnú.
That he's not complete without a counterpart.
On nie je úplný bez náprotivku.
And the counterpart he's created is humanity.
A ten náprotivok, ktorý utvoril, je ľudstvo.
But he wanted to show us many things. But one of the things he wanted to show us
Chcel nám mnoho vecí ukázať, ale jedna z tých, ktorú nám chcel ukázať,
is his own pain.
je jeho vlastná bolesť.
That's why he does it in 2 steps.
Preto
First
to urobil v
Adam,
2 krokoch.
then Eve.
Najprv Adam, potom Eva.
can we be today God's counterpart? Because back then, Adam and Eve, they had to grow. And it seems like that we are so much worse than Adam and Eve.
Ako my dnes môžeme byť Boží naprotivo, keď Adam s Evou museli rásť a my sme oveľa na tom horšie ako oni.
I'm not sure why you say worse.
Neviem, prečo hovoríš horší.
They didn't have sin. They knew equality. There was perfect harmony.
Medzi nimi bola harmónia, rovnosť, nebol tam hriech.
No sin.
Žiaden hriech.
No sin. They knew about equality. They were equal.
No sin, equality,
Žiaden hriech, boli rovní.
harmony.
Bola tam
And you're
harmónia.
saying we can't have that now.
A ty vravíš, že my toto nemôžeme mať?
I thought we were supposed
Look
to
at
have that last year.
Ja som myslel, že to už máme mať rok.
Yeah, and we're open about it and say we are not there yet.
You're not.
Ale my hovoríme otvorene, že ešte tam nie sme.
Intellectually,
What
maybe.
hinders you from being there?
A čo ťa zastavuje od toho, aby si tam bola?
Life, sin.
Habits.
Zvyky?
So you've got the excuse of habit.
Čiže ty máš výhovorku na
What
zvyky?
excuse did Adam have?
Ako mal výhovorku Adam?
No, he's doing the same things that he's doing the same wrong things that you're doing.
On robí to isté zle, čo ty robíš?
Sin, equality,
Hriech,
harmony.
rovnosť, harmónia.
He does all of that wrong.
Toto všetko vlastne v tom on
My question
pochybil.
is why?
Moja otázka je
Because
prečo.
you've got a good excuse.
Ty máš dobrú výhovorku.
What was his excuse?
Akú má on výhovorku?
God.
No. That's not his problem.
Nie, toto nie je jeho problém.
All I want to say,
To, čo chcem ja povedať,
when you want to start saying who's better or who's worse,
keď začneme hovoriť, kto je na tom horšie a lepšie,
seems to me that we're better, not him.
mne sa zdá, že my sme na tom lepšie, nie on.
At least you've got a good reason
Ty máš aspoň dobrý dôvod
for your bad behavior.
na tvoje zlé správanie.
He's inexcusable.
To, čo on spravil, sa nedá ospravedniť.
So
Nemá na
I'm
to
not
výhovorku.
persuaded so much that you're worse than him.
Nie som tak veľmi presvedčený, že si horšie ako on.
He lives in the presence of God and he did that.
On žil v Božej prítomnosti a spravil to.
Us and Eve, we have to reach the same standard.
Musíme dosiahnuť tú istú úroveň.
We might have better excuse,
Možno máme lepšiu výhovorku,
yet the standard is the same.
ale
Your point
tú
was
úroveň nemáme.
that Adam was better than you.
Ale ty hovoríš, že Adam bol lepší ako ty.
And I'm saying you're way better than Adam.
A ja hovorím, že ty si lepší ako Adam.
Way better.
I think my
Veľa.
point was that if it was already difficult for them and then they failed, what of a chance do we have when we're so much?
Ja hovorím, keď pre nich to už bolo
Even though we have
ťažké
an
a
excuse,
zlyhali,
we're way worse.
akú
What
máme
difficulty
šancu
was
my?
there? What difficulty did he have?
Čo
Name
bolo
what
pre
was
neho
so hard.
ťažké?
Well,
Just one thing that was hard.
Povedz jednu vec.
instead of coming higher, they failed, they sinned.
No.
Miesto toho, aby vystupovali vyššie, oni padli.
You told me what they did. I said, tell me what was so hard.
Ale čo bolo ťažké? Ty si mi len povedala, čo urobili.
I don't know.
So you can't see anything that was hard for them to do what they were told to do.
Čiže nevidíš niečo, čo bolo
Well, it seems
ťažké?
pretty easy to say, okay, don't eat that fruit.
To znie veľmi jednoducho, že nie je
Not only does it seem easy, it was easy.
Nielen to vyzerá jednoducho, ono to bolo jednoduché.
So it wasn't hard for them. Is it hard for you?
Nebolo to pre nich ťažké. Je to ťažké pre teba?
Yes, because of habit.
Áno.
They didn't know what this fruit tastes like. We know what it tastes like.
Oni nevedeli, ako to ovocie chutí, my vieme.
Okay. So we'll go with that. It's harder for you, and yet you still achieve the same result.
Že pre teba je to ťažšie a stále dosiahneš ten istý výsledok.
However you look at it, I struggle why people think that Adam was better than us.
Ja mám zápas, prečo si ľudia myslia, že Adam bol lepší ako my.
Oder sagen, dass Adam besser war als wir.
Just seems like Adam is here and we are here and we have catch up to do.
Scheint nur
Mne to prípada, že Adam je tu, my sme tu a my to máme čo dobiehať.
erstmal auf die Ebene von Adam kommen.
Adam and Eve,
Adam und Eva.
they gave up everything for nothing.
Adam a Eva sa vzdali všetkého kvôli ničomu.
And you're willing to give up everything for something.
A ty si ochotná sa vzdať všetkého pre niečo.
Not for everything, right? If we give everything up, we get everything.
However you want to talk about everything, I'm just saying something is getting close to God.
Okay.
Was auch immer jetzt alles
To niečo je vlastne, že prídeme bližšie k Bohu.
etwas, was man bekommt, das
To je to niečo,
Let me
prečo sme
summarize.
ochotní sa vzdať všetkého.
God is going to create Adam and Eve.
Boh stvorí Adama a Evu.
They are their counterparts,
Oni sú si
fully
navzájom
formed,
naprotivkom.
perfect.
Dokonalí, plne sformovaní.
Before that,
Predtým
God wants to show Adam
Boh chce ukázať Adamovi
the pain that he himself, God, he himself feels.
tú bolesť, ktorú on sám cíti.
That he doesn't have a counterpart.
Že nemá náprotivok.
And he does that
A to robí
by showing Adam all of creation.
tým, že ukázal Adamovi všetko stvorenie.
And this idea that he just is like this game of naming creatures is not what that story is about.
A toto není hra, že on išiel pomenovať zvieratá, o tom není ten príbeh.
Once Adam realizes his own pain,
Keď si Adam uvedomí svoju vlastnú chybu,
he can enter into the experience of God's pain.
môže pochopiť, akú bolesť mal Boh.
Immediately on the same day,
Hneď v ten istý deň
God gives him his counterpart.
Boh mu dáva svoj
So he
náprotivok
knows
a vie
by experience
zo
not
skúsenosti
only what God wants to feel,
nielen to, čo Boh chce cítiť,
but he hasn't felt that way,
ale že on by to tak nepocítil,
but he also knows how to get to that place.
ale aj vie, ako sa tam dostať.
That's why Adam and Eve's sin is so grievous,
Preto ten ich hriech je taký strašne
because Adam had something
zarmucujúci.
that God did not have.
Adam mal niečo, čo Boh nemal.
Maybe we wouldn't even think about it like that.
Možno by sme o tom takto nerozmýšľali.
Everything that God ever wanted, he gave to Adam at the very beginning.
Všetko, čo Boh vždy chcel, dal Adamovi hneď na začiatku.
And Eve and Adam threw all of that away,
A Adam s Evou to všetko odhodili
and they had no excuse to do that.
a nemali na to výhovorku.
It's not about eating fruit or not eating fruit.
To nie je o jedení a nejedení ovocia.
It's about being given
To je o tom,
this experience that answers to you, that fulfills your purpose,
že dostaneš túto skúsenosť, ktorá ti zodpovedá, že naplní tvoj zámer
and being willing to throw that away
a byť ochotný to odhodiť
and saying this:
a povedať toto.
I don't want to be a bolt,
Ja nechcem
I don't want to
byť
be a nut,
skrutka, nechcem byť matica.
I want to be a screw.
Chcem byť šrob,
Because screws
lebo šroby
just function perfectly well by themselves.
fungujú dobre samé o sebe.
And so they want to not fulfill the purpose of their creation.
Oni nechceli naplniť zámer ich stvorenia.
That's what the eating of that fruit is.
To bolo to jedenie toho
The knowledge of
ovocia.
good and evil. It's not just about disobedience.
To nie je len o neposlušnosti,
It's the desire
Je to túžba
not to have a counterpart.
nemať náprotivok.
And you can't function that way and you will die.
A tak sa nedá fungovať a takto zomrieme.
The only way to live,
Jediný spôsob, ako žiť
to have purpose,
a mať zámer,
is to have a counterpart.
je mať náprotivok.
And that's what God had been waiting for millennia.
A na to Boh čakal už milénia.
He creates human beings.
Utvoril ľudí,
He even gets Lucifer involved.
zaplete do toho aj Lucifera
And it all goes wrong.
a všetko to šlo zlým smerom.
That's why Jesus has to come to earth,
Preto Ježiš musel prísť na túto zem,
because it's plan B
to je plán B,
to ensure
aby sa uistil,
that the counterpart actually works.
že ten náprotivok bude fungovať.
Want to say was maybe it hurts Adam so hardly to lose Eve that so for him was more better to sin instead to lose Eve, because he got the experience that God not had, more or less, and he want not lose Eve.
Možno pre ňoho bolo tak bolestivé, že by stratil Evu, že radšej opustil Boha, ako by ju stratil, lebo už mal tú skúsenosť, čo to je ju nemať.
I throw away my flesh. There was not enough trust in God to get another one.
Nedôveroval plne Bohu, že Boh mu dá druhé.
For this he began to sin.
A tak začal hrešiť.
There are many thoughts about that experience that you just speak of,
Je mnoho myšlienok ohľadne tejto skúsenosti, o ktorej teraz hovoríš,
but I want to say one point.
ale chcem jednu vec povedať.
He already had lost Eve
On už Evu stratil
before that confrontation.
predtým, ako sa toto stalo.
Before she ever went to the tree, he had already lost her.
Predtým, ako vôbec ona prišla k stromu, on ju už stratil.
And she had lost him.
A ona stratila jeho.
Because they were meant to work together as a team.
Pretože oni mali pracovať spolu ako tým.
And even before she gets to the tree, they are both separating.
Predtým, ako ona vôbec prišla k tomu stromu, oni sa rozdelili.
And it's not just geography.
To nie je iba umiestnenie,
They're separating even in their minds.
ale v ich mysli sa rozdelili.
Being a counterpart
Byť náprotivkom
is worship.
je uctievanie.
He should have worshipped her.
On ju mal uctievať.
If you have a baby,
Ak máte bábätko,
how long can you be without how long can you be separated from the baby?
ako dlho môžete byť od toho bábätka oddelení?
You wouldn't leave the baby here
Nenecháte bábätko tu,
and say, wait here, I'll just be 5 minutes, need to sort something out.
nepoviete mu, počkaj tu 5 minút, ja niečo idem vyriešiť,
With no supervision.
bez nejakého dohľadu.
Who would do that?
Kto by to urobil?
We know it's foolish.
Vieme, že je to bláznostvo.
That's what Adam did. That's what Eve did.
To je to, čo urobil Adam a Eva.
They thought
Mysleli si,
we can be separate.
že môžeme sa rozdeliť.
We wouldn't have any worries about doing that.
A nemusíme sa báť.
So by the time she's ate the fruit, brought another piece to him and he's eating it, and then he's going to say, I can't let her go.
To, kým už ona je pri tom ovoci a potom to dá jemu a on si pomyslí,
That's
nemôžem
many
nechať ísť.
steps
To už je mnoho krokov.
after the initial separation had happened.
Po tom prvom oddelení, ktoré sa stalo.
They were already not counterparts.
Oni už neboli náprotivkom.
It's like you said,
Ako si ty povedal,
he comes to his senses.
uvedomí si,
He knows what is about to happen,
vie, čo sa stane,
that they're going to be completely and fully separated.
že budú úplne rozdelení.
At least he thinks he knows what's going to happen because he doesn't really know.
On si myslí, že vie, čo sa stane, ale
And
nevie.
he just continues
Ide ďalej
to do his own thing.
v tejto veci, pokračuje ďalej robiť túto vec.
He did his own thing to let her go by herself.
On to urobil, keď ju nechal ísť samú
And then he tries to repair the damage by himself.
a potom sa sám to snaží napraviť.
It can sound noble and honorable.
Môže to znieť tak úctivo, alebo
If you die, I'll die with you.
že to bolo pekné,
That's what he
že
was
keď
thinking.
zomrieš, ja zomriem s tebou. Tak to rozmýšľal.
But in the back of his mind,
Ale v jeho mysli,
this is like blackmail.
neviem, čo myslí.
Blackmail. He wants to blackmail God because he says,
Neviem,
if you
čo
kill
to myslí.
her,
On, keď povie, ty ju,
then you have to kill me.
ak zabiješ ju, musíš zabiť aj mňa.
And we all know,
A my všetci vieme,
if you kill us,
ak nás zabiješ,
you have no counterpart.
nebudeš mať
It
naprotivok.
just gets more and more ugly the more you look at this.
Celé to začína byť škaredé. Je to ako také vydieračstvo.
Yes. Premeditated sin.
To je vlastne
This is why
dopredu
I say,
premyslený hriech.
who's better,
Preto hovorím, kto je lepší,
Adam or Tamina?
Adam alebo Tamina.
Because it sounds to me
Lebo to znie,
Tamina wouldn't do that kind of stuff.
že Tamina by to neurobila.
Premeditated sin against God.
To je premyslený hriech proti Bohu.
Try to twist God's arm to get your way.
Snažíme sa vykrútiť Bohu ruku, aby to bolo po našom.
Their behavior is just bad,
Ich správanie bolo zlé.
disgusting.
Až nechutné.
No one's deceived.
Nikto nie je zvedený.
Adam wasn't deceived, she wasn't deceived.
Ona nebola zvedená, Adam nebol zvedený.
Sure she does.
Ale len Whiteová to píše.
That's just God being kind.
Áno, Boh je milostivý.
Let's be real.
Ale pozrime sa realisticky.
These people were created
Oni boli
perfect.
stvorení dokonalí.
Angels had told her what to do.
Anjeli jej povedali, čo má robiť.
Angels had told her what to do. The Holy Spirit had convicted her when she was doing it.
Duch Svätý ju usvedčil, keď to robila.
There's no deception.
To nie je zvod.
If I told you don't steal and you went to steal,
Keby som ti povedal, nekradni a pôjdeš kradnúť
and I told you face to face,
a poviem ti to tvárou v tvár,
then I gave you a note, piece of paper,
dám ti nejaký papierik
you walk into the crime scene,
a pôjdeš niekde tam na to miesto činu,
you put your hands in your pocket and you fill the note.
dáš si ruky do vrecka a tam uvidíš, tam pocítiš ten papierik.
So my words are still with you. They're in your
Moje
hand
slova
now.
sú stále s tebou, máš ich v ruke.
You can't go and do the crime and say I was tricked.
Nemôžeš urobiť ten zločin a povedať, bol som zvedený.
The sin is grievous what they're doing.
Ten hriech, ktorý urobili, bol strašne zarmucujúci. My
We just say habit.
My povieme, to je zvyk.
It's much harder for us.
Pre nás je to o moc ťažšie.
She doesn't even have Satan communicating with her.
Tam ani nie je Satan, ktorý
Tempting
by s
her.
ňou komunikoval.
There's not voices saying, come to the tree, it will all be good.
Ona, tam nie sú hlasy, poď ku stromu, všetko bude v poriadku.
like you have.
Ako ty to máš.
You have that.
Ty to máš.
He speaks to you now, says, go on, do it. It'll be all good. It'll be fine.
Satan k tebe hovorí a navádza ťa na veci. Urob to, je to v
So you've
poriadku.
got habit to deal with.
Takže ty sa musíš vysporiadať so zvykmi,
Then the voice of Satan,
s hlasom Satana.
he has none of that.
Ona toto nemá vôbec.
Accident that she was standing before the tree suddenly.
Ako to, že zrazu stála pred tým stromom?
It says accidental.
Tam sa píše, že zrazu sa tam dostala. Nejako
No,
náhodne.
I won't give
Alebo...
that example. No, I don't think it was an accident.
Ja nemyslím, že to bola
They want to
náhoda.
get people into trouble. Let's pray.
Poďme sa pomodliť.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you.
Drahý nebeský Otče, ďakujeme ti.
Lord, help each of us
Prosíme, pomôž každému z nás,
to desire to fulfill the role of being your counterpart.
aby sme chceli naplniť rolu toho náprotivku.
Help us to love you and to worship you.
Pomôž nám ťa milovať a uctievať.
We pray in Jesus' name.
Modlíme sa v mene Ježiša.
Amen.
Amen.